Before Eau Claire's The Brewing Project arrived on the scene, Western Wisconsin was mostly accustomed to classic, easy-drinking German-style beer. Founder Will Glass decided to give the region a big injection of hops, fruit puree, and personality, just as Eau Claire began a cultural renaissance.
People have come to Spearfish because it's world class. Whether it's a trail, an ale, you'll be amazed at what you can find when you come to South Dakota.
Great faces, great places, South Dakota.
I never wanted to be a brewery that had 4 flagships and 4 seasonals. Like, that is the most boring thing I could even imagine. The Brewing Project started off as this concept that's never gonna just settle, never gonna finish, never going to have a finished product. We're always gonna change things, we're always gonna do things different. Eau Claire has been really nice. I think that in some ways we're disadvantaged by not being in a big city. We don't get a lot of the attention, a lot of the hype. We couldn't get the beers that we wanted. I had a lot of customers coming in and saying, hey, why can't I get this style? Why can't I get that brand? Why can't I get this, that, or the other thing? The next logical progression was, if we can't get those beers here, why don't we start making those beers for the people here? We grew into this thing where let's keep doing dumber and dumber things, and let's keep pushing it and making it more and more stupid. And that's where it got more and more fun. We have continued down the path of making really wacky and, quite honestly, dumb things. How much fruit can we pack in a beer? How many different types of teas? How far can we push the limits of our yeast and make a really palatable beer? One of the weirdest things that we've done that I think really worked out was adding buckets of marshmallow fluff. That really turned into something. That's our Puff and our Puff Tart series. We were literally sitting up on the brew deck with buckets of frozen marshmallow fluff, trying to figure out how to thaw it out to drop it in, and it turned out to be something really good. There is nothing that I love more than when we have a beer that's rated like 3 stars, and it's either people rating it 1 star or 5 stars, and the average is somewhere in the middle. I love it when somebody hates something so bad that they'll just tank it, but the other half of people love it so much that they'll rate it as high as they possibly can. That to me means we're doing it right. And even if that hurts our Untapped ratings, who cares? Like, whatever. I'm in this for making beers that I'm really interested in, beers that excite me. Even if it's a beer that I personally can't sit down and drink more than 1 in a night, it's interesting. I'm more interested in doing that type of stuff than something that you can just go and find kind of anywhere or everywhere. We do run a lot of series. We've got the Puff Tart series, we've got the Puff XL, we've got Smoothie, we've got Jungo Juice. We've taken these beers that have a really solid base, a really solid foundation, and we've just kind of twisted them and morphed them into other beers using different adjuncts, using different flavors, trying to make them something unique and something different. In Dabbler in a Box Season 7, you'll find our most strongest. It's a triple IPA made with Citra, Mosaic, and our awesome hand-selected Simcoe. The Simcoe that we have on contract was in one of our first selections. Is awesome. It's super juicy, ripe pineapple, little bit of that weed dankness to it, but the number one is like this punch you in the mouth pineapple. And when you combine that with our nice ripe mango Citra, our Mosaic is just that nice floral, kind of easygoing Mosaic compared to some. It just works. Right now we're in 15 states. We're exporting to Europe and the UK. We have a wholesaler exporter that ships to Japan, which is super cool. We have 3 or 4 new beers coming out every week. I think last year we put out 136 different beers. I expect to probably have more than that in 2021. Every year we do our double gunpowder, which is a twist on the only flagship that we have. It's a double IPA made with green tea, citrus zest, and we put a lot of honey in that. So that one usually ends up around 9%. super smooth, so super clean. And then this year we're gonna do something else cool for our anniversary. It should be sometime in May. We have done Double Dare, which is our Double Dare Mighty Things, but because our triple IPA base has been really, really good, we're gonna do Triple Dog Dare. We are coming out with a seltzer, not because we have to, but because we want to. I bought a used hot tub last year, and I'll be damned if drinking a seltzer in that used hot tub is not the best thing in the world. So it's gonna be pretty fruit forward, pretty intense, and also higher gravity. Thanks for coming to Eau Claire. Thanks for taking time to sit down and chat with us. Hope you enjoy Most Strongest in the Dabbler in a Box Season 7. Hope to see you in the tap room soon.